Hey, good morning. It is a work of art and a science experiment in the making. We are testing this to create a new atmosphere. Live at the Ruben H. Fleet Science Center. Wake up, San Diego.
Let's find out what Dr. Renee is up to here this morning.
Yes, thank you very much. I look smarter with the lab coat and glasses on, naturally. Good morning, San Diego. We're glad you're waking up with us because this is so cool. At the Ruben H. Fleet Science Center, it's art and science all in one. And we've got Irene who woke up early for us. Thank you for being here. What in the heck is this contraption?
Well, thank you for letting me come on.
I'm gonna walk back here.
Okay.
Be a real scientist for a little while.
Sounds good. And what this is, it's a recreation of the Miller-Urey experiment from the 1950s, where they tried to find out if they could create the building blocks of life based on the conditions on the Earth 4 billion years ago. So in this gas canister, we have ammonia, hydrogen, and methane, no oxygen, because there was no oxygen in the atmosphere at that time. And we have those gases pumped into this closed system.
So there's all these tubes, and what are these made out of?
Those are just basic plastic, just plastic tubing. And inside this flask, we have, originally it was sterile saline, and we're heating it so that it evaporates up the column and into this container right here, where we simulate a lightning strike. So we're using a Marx generator and these capacitors to increase the voltage to about 15,000 volts.
And that's what we're hearing every once in a while, this kind of big bolt going off.
Exactly.
Bolt of electricity, if you will.
So the simulated lightning strike occurs in there, adding energy and heat to the system, and it combines with the water and the gases, and then it condenses in this condensing column and goes back into the flask and starts all over again. And the purpose is to see if you can have organic material from inorganic sources. So what we've seen is at the beginning of this experiment, we didn't see any change in pH. We didn't see any evidence of protein or amino acids. And now we are seeing that. We test it every single day. Can I show you some of the tests?
Yeah, come on over here. Because, Mark, I got to tell you, when we were getting set up this morning, we had a wonderful audience, a live studio audience here that was giving their help to this experiment. They got to lick these little pads here to see if there was amino acid. They got to help read the pH levels here. And so you got a good help team this morning, Irene.
They're great. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sample from the flask. So we're going to replace it with an equal volume of the saline. And every week we change it to something different. So next week it's going to be calcium phosphate. And we're going to see what that does to the system. So I just inject the sterile saline. And then I take a sample of the same volume. And then we'll run some tests on this sample to see if there's any amino acids.
Irene, thank you so much for joining us. We are out of time this morning, but again, it is the Oranges of Life experiment. They're basically recreating an atmosphere and doing some tests with humans, but it also is a pretty darn cool art exhibit where we're seeing lightning recreated. So we're live here at the Ruben H. Fleet Science Center. We're going to be here all morning and show you some cool things so you and your family can get out here and have some fun. Mark?
Okay. Way to wear the safety goggles.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you wear them well.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. See you in a little while.